Well, yeah, but like Kenny said, another guy that's not a passer. Mobley's a shooter and a scorer. He doesn't pass the ball.
This the finale on the first round for Vince Carter, who has assured himself a spot in the final.
But see, that's show. I'm sorry, Mark, but that's a showman. Coming out anyway, he and Steve Francis and Tracy McGrady, these guys are going to still try to do something spectacular. He's telling me no more low scores. 9 is low to him.
Kenny, they have you pegged. Vince Carter getting the timing down with Tracy McGrady. So they'll give it another shot.
Smart play, Tracy. Throw it low so he can't catch it.
You know what he's doing, Danny? The bounce, he's going to catch it, put it between his legs, and dunk it. So he wants it low to do that. And if he does this, like I said, 10 is not enough.
Why doesn't he save this one, though? Why does he, unless he's got 2 or 3 more in his bag?
Yeah, and keep in mind, Vince Carter also has a few stitches in that left hand. He incurred an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he's stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
It's over! It's over, ladies and gentlemen!
The judges are coming over the table to congratulate Vince Carter. This is unheard of.
Oh, my goodness gracious! It is over! Did I call it, Danny, or what?
Hey, Tracy McGrady, he doesn't even know what to do. He's walking away. He plays with this guy every day, and he's in awe.
Another look.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Kenny, he's got 3 of your top 5 all-time already.
But what he told me before the contest, he said he watched all of these dunk contests. He was going to take a little bit of someone else, a little bit of Dominique, and put them together. So he put the Isaiah Ryder with the Spud Webb and threw it the bounce pass and threw it to himself and dunk it. Impossible.
And a 37-inch vertical leap. Vince Carter with a spectacular show on this first round. Let's go to Cheryl.
You want Isaiah?
A couple of times, but this one is the first time you've done this.
That was the first time I've ever done that in my life. I just sat there and thought of it, just sitting on the bench. You know.
Mitch, you should be perfect throughout the 3 rounds. Do you have anything to say to Kenny Smith?
Thanks, Kenny. That's okay. We'll talk later.
Thanks a lot, Vince.
Are you still coming to my basketball camp? That's what I want to know.
Kenny would like to know, are you still coming to his basketball camp?
Kenny, I'm coming.
Okay, you coming back again next year. Thank you.
All right, Vince does not hold grudges about Kenny Smith. Has been very tough. Jerry Stackhouse with a beautiful stuff, but once again, after we've seen Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady and Steve Francis, that appeared almost ordinary.
You know, the problem with this is Vince Carter's setting a standard right now like Michael Jordan did and Dominique. They're so dominant. If they don't do this contest next year or the year after, you're playing for 2nd place. It's like Tiger Woods not playing in a golf tournament.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Rod Thorne better be sure that he announces Carter's coming back next year very late after he gets the other commitments. Otherwise, nobody's showing up.
Let's go to Craig.
Well, the 2nd highest vertical leap was shown by Isaiah Thomas after Vince Carter's dunk. Tell me what you thought about it.
You can't think. I just reacted. I was excited. I just jumped out of my seat. He made me say, ooh, I just jumped.
Did he mess up your scoring system now?
Ain't no point total. He's off the charts. I mean, really off the charts. People say that, but this guy, he in another planet.
Back to you, Marv.
All right, thank you, Craig. And here is Ricky Davis of the Hornets. Trying to go between the legs. This is the shot that you mentioned earlier that he's been working on.
You know, Ricky doesn't have quite as big a hands as Vince Carter, and it's a little bit tougher dunk. He can jump high enough, but he's got to grip it.
Oh, Ricky Davis between the legs and able to go to the tomahawk.
and wound up catching it and using 2 hands to finish on it. So you got to give him a little credit there for coming back on that one and having one heck of a dunk.
That is an unbelievable dunk right there. 2 hands that time. Vince does it with 1 because he's got bigger hands, but he got 2 hands up there to do that.
2 hands, but it wasn't on the bounce. But I'm giving him a sympathy 10. That's a sympathy 10.
That's nice of you, Kenny.
Is that a soft 10, Kenny?
No question.
So headed to the final, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Steve Francis. More excitement to come on the slam dunk competition. California, Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Danny Ainge, along with our working judge, Kenny Smith, as we head to the final round. It will be Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Steve Francis. There are the finalists. Francis will go first, followed by McGrady and Carter. This is an event that has produced memorable moments from the exploits of Michael Jordan to Dominique Wilkins to the remarkable Spud Webb, Kenny Skywalker, who competed right after his father's death, to the blindfolded Cedric Savanos, Brent Barry, Kobe Bryant. And now we come down to the final round of an event that will be remembered. Let's go to Reggie Theus.
All right, Marv, I'm over here with Shaq, a huge fan of Vince Carter in the dunk. Shaq, you know how to throw it down, but have you ever seen Vince or anybody throw it down like Vince Carter?
Let me tell you something, Reggie. If I see anything like that, I'm going to talk to my lawyer and I'm going to retire.
Was it over with the first dunk?
Yeah, but he told me he's going to do a 720. I'm just telling you what he told me.
720?
A 720.
I don't even know what that is.
Tell him to do that 720.
Oh, he's over there. He said, you go tell Vince that Shaq said do the 720. Watch this one. Watch this one? Yes. All right. Let's go back to Marv.
All right, Reggie. And in this final round, each competitor will have 2 dunks with or without a teammate.
720 sounds like 2 360s to me.
You know what was amazing was Vince Carter was out watching the mascots jump off the trampoline looking for ideas on what he was going to do in the finals.
Vince Carter looking to psych out Steve Francis. All right, here's Francis with his first.
Not good enough, pretty good dunk, but that wasn't as good as the one he bounced and did that same action off of.
And you have to believe that Vince Carter has the advantage of the crowd going wild with every one of his opportunities.
Reminiscent of Michael Jordan doing something similar years ago. Dominique using that same one from the side, where they come from the left side, bring it back, scoop it down and up, and then finish with the dunk.
We still have to remember that Stevie Francis is only 6'2.5". And those dunks are very impressive for 6'2.5".
With small hands, too. He can't even palm a basketball. I was in the locker room with him before the game. He cannot palm a basketball.
All right, the total 43 on the first dunk for Steve Francis.
I guess I'm finished with that one.
Now, Tracy McGrady. He's 20 years old. He'll celebrate his 21st birthday in May. A man who will be a very sought-after free agent following this season.
I don't know about you guys, but this is exciting right here. Watching Tracy Vince and Steve Francis. This is awesome.
All right, McGrady with another gorgeous windmill stuff.
Let's see your card.
Kenny, hope you're looking over at Isaiah's sheet.
Hey, I'm doing just like I used to do in calculus. I'm looking at the next man's paper.
Hey, that was, again, Kenny, I don't know about that pass. The pass just kind of took a little bit out of that dunk.
A little bit out of it. You know, it was great. It was a great dunk. But right here, he shouldn't have looked back. He said something to somebody I think that threw his concentration off.
Each of the judges going with a 9 for a total of 45 for McGrady on his first dunk in this final round, which brings us to Vince Carter.
You know what's so amazing about Vince? Not only his jumping ability, but he's got so much power.